Okay, I got one announcement. Cynthia has made us this cool design, our next Tai Chi t-shirt design. So we're going to do this the last Wednesday in April, which would be April 30th. And we'll have black or white paint. So bring a shirt on April 30th if you would like to do a shirt.
And you said shirts or shirt.
Oh, how many can you do? You could do two, maybe.
Oh, yay. Yeah, one gray and one white.
All right. Yeah, they're really cool.
One gray and one black.
Yeah. I had a stack and I've gone through them, so I got to get another one. Yeah. Oh. Okay, let's start breathing, and we'll put our hands.
We weren't breathing.
Yeah. Now let me resuscitate everybody. Let's breathe deeply. I bet you weren't breathing deeply before. So let's put our hands on our bellies and let the belly expand. And let it come back towards the spine. I'm pretty sure yes, I am muted. All right. Just nice deep breathing. Hands on the belly. Feet are flat. Maybe check, are my toes pointing forward if you can, or a little bit out. Knees are slightly bent. And head is being pulled up from the heavens. Chin tucked back and in. Maybe let your spine or your lower back kind of go loose so that you really feel like gravity's pulling you from the waist down and the heavens are supporting you from the sky up. So it's like, whoop, and that way, maybe think of your spine as like pearls on a string. And see if you can feel like, oh, I'm getting more space by relaxing the lower back and letting the pelvis kind of tilt down a little, and then your head being suspended up. My teacher Lee Holden mentioned something I thought was so cool. He said, your spine is encased in fluid, so maybe imagine that it's floating in that fluid. And that felt really nice to me. Just even your neck, imagine it floating in fluid. You can feel it being some space in it. Just breathing deep. And then let's do spinal cord breathing. Inhale. Kind of do a little back bend. Exhale, curve your back. Pushing the air out. Inhale. Exhale. When you curve your back, you can squeeze your butt a little bit too. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. All right. Let's knock on the door of life. Take nice deep breaths. Just wrapping your arms around your waist, letting it hit your lower back, kidney area. And And then we're going to go up to the chest. Inhale. Hitting at the lung points while your backhand is still hitting your lower back. And then we'll hit the trapezius. I'm so proud I learned what that's called. Right on top here. Nice deep breath, and you can sigh. Letting the tension out. I started reading this really good book, and it's about how our body affects our mind. Sometimes we think, oh, I must have had that sad thought, and then my body kind of got sad. But sometimes if your body's in a sad posture, then your mind starts being sad or something. And you can kind of change how you're feeling. Just maybe you can put a smile on your face, or maybe even just, getting, putting your shoulders back and putting your chest out can affect your mood. So I was talking about, they're studying that. So it's pretty interesting. It goes both ways. And, I think that's why after class, a lot of times, a lot of us feel like happy and, more relaxed. It's like our body is relaxed. It's giving the signal to our mind we're safe, we're in a good spot. And so our mind feels more relaxed and at ease. So I think it's pretty cool. So we'll just slow that down. Okay. Speaking of a move that kind of can make you, I think, cheerful, is this dog wags its tail. So it can be, it can be pretty fast, but sometimes it's easier, like start a little bit slow. We're kind of stretching the sides of our spine. So we're getting that a little bit of massaging the side bending parts of our spine, which we don't really do in day-to-day life. So that part can be a little bit rustier than the forward and back. So just kind of doing side bends. And if you want to try to speed it up to see if you can get that dog wags its tail. So happy to see you. Let your head go back and forth. Slow that down. Maybe just notice a tingling in your arms or hands. As you release tension, the energy's freed up in your body and it circulates around. Notice that feeling. Oh. Speaking of, well, let's do spreading the feathers, and then we'll do swimming dragon with a closed stance, because we've done it. Speaking of dragons, right? We did it last time. We did with a wide stance, and we'll try it with the closed stance. So what did I say we were doing first? Spreading the feathers. Okay. So we'll just take our arms out to the sides, and then just let your head lean over to the left side. Take a nice deep breath, and then take your chin down to your chest and up to the sky. Just whatever range of motion feels best to you. I liked another thing my teacher said. He said, first, listen to your body. Second, listen to me. So always listen to your own body and be respectful of it. If it's got injuries, you got to be extra careful so they can heal up. And then take the head over to the other side. So gently chin down to chest, over to the other side. Maybe pause in the middle for a second, and you can just stay in the middle if that feels best. And then if you want, you can do a little chin to the sky and chin to your chest. Okay, and then into the middle, maybe shake your arms out. Feels good. And then we'll do the opposite one. So this one kind of gets your outer meridians, and this one your inner. So you bring your fingertips together with your thumb like little beaks, and you kind of lead with your wrists so you get that stretch through your arms. And you can adjust that, if it doesn't feel right. And then lean your head to your left. Breathe in and out, and then chin to the chest and to the sky again. Just with your own breath, nice and deep and slow. And then we'll roll our head to the other side. Pause in the middle. And then roll chin to the chest and to the sky. And then roll to the middle. Shake your arms out. And kick your feet out. Okay. Feels good. Okay. So now swimming dragon with a close stance. So this one, your feet are pretty close together, pointing forward. Remember to keep your knees bent. And this might, so we're going to be kind of like you take your arms out to the left, and then your head looks right. And then you do the opposite. So your hip and head, your hip kind of juts out a little bit. And with your knees, it's important that they kind of stay together. So it's like skiing a little bit, you're like, swoosh, swoosh. So keep it, that's how I think skiing goes anyway, from what I've seen on TV. Okay. So we're getting those side meridians and looking the opposite way with our hands. Our hands are in kind of prayer at our chest. Now we're going to go to the waist. So now your hands kind of point away from you. And you do the same move, but you stay kind of waist level. You can just play with the range of motion. Pretend you're hitting bells. Ding dong. Evacuating. I was much louder than that. You will know. Yeah, you will know. And then we'll do, I like this one to me like putt-putt golf. Just putt, putt, putt. This is how you warm up for putt-putt. Pointing down, and still those hips are kind of going opposite the hands. And then we'll come back to the waist and do a few. And then back to the chest. And then we'll do freestyle, which is like go down as low as you want to. And go down like you're spring, and then you're going to spring up like a piece of grass through the dirt or a plant coming up. We are winding our way through the dirt and the rocks. And then we'll try, if you want, come on your tiptoes and strengthen our feet a little bit. Tiptoes and then back down. Okay. We'll do it another time. That's a little different. Instead of doing a bunch on each one, we're going to do one, and do the thing, okay? But first, also, we're going to gather energy. So it's like you go to your left like you're sleeping a little bit, and you make a circle and bring the energy in. We'll do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll just kind of continue. There's the 1 to the prayer, 1 to the waist, 1 to putt-putt, 1 to the waist, 1 to the chest, and then freestyle. This is the swimming part, I guess. And then back up. And then you could explore this little side one, huh? And then up above your head, onto your tippy toes if you want to try that. Okay, down. All right, now the other side. Which way did we? Okay, this side. Okay, inhale. 1, 2, 3. And then continue one at the top, middle, down, middle, top, freestyle. Up above on the tippy toes and down. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's really good. And they call that the bubbling spring down there. There's a point right at the bottom, and they call it the kidney meridian starts there. And we're actually going to do some kidney moves, so that's a good transition. Let's do that. And anyway, so yeah, and so there is a lot of moves where it's like get on your tiptoes to strengthen your feet and strengthen that. So anytime, just at home, practice that and get your calves going too, doesn't it? Okay. So let's just shake for a second. And then the kidney sound, let's try that, is chew. So inhale, chew. 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 Slow it down. Slow it down. And maybe while we're standing here too, we can just imagine our kidneys glowing with like a bright blue, like ocean, very clear water, like maybe a nice hot springs. Imagine that kidneys just glowing with that blue light. There's 2 back here. think they're up kind of high. Just imagine that blue light, like they're glowing. And we'll do a move called the fountain, which is for the kidney meridian. Like I said, the bottom of the foot, the bubbling spring, the kidney meridian kind of comes up your inside of your legs, all the way up the inside of your body and out the collarbones. So when our hands are kind of like almost magnetizing, like kind of helping the body remember, like, or clear out that meridian line. So you hinge at the waist, and then your palms are facing the inside of your leg. And then when they come up, when you're back up to being straight, the back of your hand just continue to about your collarbone. And then the top parts stay, and like the forearms just go out in the arch. And then come back down on the exhale. Inhale, roll your spine up. And then let the forearms continue out with their momentum. Hinge at the waist, inhale. And kidneys are the water element. So see if you can kind of feel like water. Maybe while you're rolling up, feel your spine is like a wave. And then kind of cresting over. Our body is very much fluids. See if you can feel the fluids in you. You can make the movement smaller. If that, hinging is too much, you could kind of hinge just right here. And then roll your spine up. Or if it's feeling good to you, to get that little bit bigger hinge. And then as you get more comfortable with the move and you don't have to think about it as much, try not to think about it. We'll do 2 more. And then just embrace the chi ball, staying upright. Okay. There was one called Hummingbird Swoops Down. Hummingbird Swoops Down. I thought it was cute. So this is practicing that waving the spine. So your hips are kind of like coming forward and back and kind of rolling in the feet. And then from that, your spine kind of follows. Sometimes, like if your chin juts out and then rolling up comes in. And just seeing if you can get that roll in your spine going. And you could just stay there. You can just stay doing this. Or we're going to take our little hummingbird up and then dive down and then back up. And just stay upright with it. It's kind of fun. There's this one style, I think it's called white crane qigong, that sometimes you go faster for a second. And if you want to play with that, you can. So we're going to go a little faster and then we're going to slow down. So like we're trying to get up higher in the air. And now slow down again. And now we'll embrace the chi ball in front of us. We'll do a few they call Zen circles. You can take your left hand under your belly button, and then your right hand is kind of up by your forehead, not touching. You got some distance. And then you twist at the waist, and then your arm is going to draw a circle in front of your body. So when it's coming down, then you're hinging your waist to your left, and the arms following. And it's coming up. You kind of bend the elbow at this top, and now you're twisting to the right. And let it fall down. Twist to the left. Just drawing a circle and twisting at the waist. You guys are doing really good. Leading with your waist and then just letting your arms follow. We're staying upright, not tilting over, twisting at the waist. We'll do one more and then take that hand that's circling, put it under the belly button. And then the other hand comes up, forehead, go to the left, twisting at the waist, and the arms just kind of like rotating. Twisting at the waist, nice and slow. Inhaling and exhaling. This move is kind of representing the acceptance of everything, kind of everything's included. Sometimes even the formless and the form, they're both here now. We don't often pay attention to the space, but without space, we couldn't be in this room. We'll do one more. And then interlock our thumbs together, put it over our belly button, bring our feet close together, and just rock and sway. Bamboo in the wind. Kind of helping to integrate all that relaxation and feeling good into our bodies and letting go, having to do anything. Maybe we can practice, put a little smile on our face, just a small little smile. And we'll come back in the middle. Thank you so much for coming. Yay.
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
Priscilla told me to tell you she's taking her test.
Oh, our taxes.